Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and today I'm sharing with you a New Earth collective message for this week leading up to the full moon on October 9th. Watch this video. Welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be talking about this upcoming week, the energies. I have a collective card for everybody out there, and we'll go into that card a little bit as well. But first I want to say thank you so much for joining. If you have not already, definitely hit the subscribe button, like and comment on this video. Help me reach more people so more people can receive this medicine. If you're looking for more support on your journey, whether that be relationships, spiritual awakening, or embodying your highest, highly sensitive or empathic self, you can check the link in the description below and go to my website where you can find more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one. But let's really get into it today, guys. Okay, so we had a collective card pull, and I asked Spirit to give me a card that the collective needs right now, as well as myself. And so the card that we pulled is this. This is the Fearful Surrender card. So as you guys can see, there's like a dark, stormy sky. There's a hand kind of letting go with a lightning bolt kind of moving through that. And then the flower coming out of the finger. So this card is a very beautiful card, and it reminds me of this quote that I've been seeing everywhere, and I think it's also an Instagram reel, and it talks about how you might not be able to move past the fear, but just do it scared. And that's what this upcoming week is all about. That's what this full moon on October 9th is going to be about, right? It's about this time in our lives where we have so much fear that's coming up in the world, so much fear coming up in our collective selves, so much fear that we have of things being taken away or changed or shifted or just the unknown, right? And so you might be blossoming and expanding, and with expansion comes fear because you're stepping into the unknown. And so the fearful surrender comes in with doing it scared, right? I think so often in the spiritual community, we have this tendency to not want to take action until we've moved past the emotional stuff. So a lot of people in the spiritual community have very high emotional IQs, which means they know what they're feeling, they know how to process what they're feeling. But a lot of times I think what happens here is that we can get a little bit stuck because we're like, well, I can't get past this fear. I can't get past this fear. And then we think because we're afraid, we shouldn't take action. But actually, courage and being vulnerable is all about taking action despite the fear, right? Despite what other people might think of you, despite how you feel like maybe you failed in the past, or you're afraid to step into a new version of yourself, or you're afraid of what the potential outcomes might be. So it's making those moves and surrendering to the unfolding of the divine plan, regardless of the fear, right? So that fearful surrender. And I think this card is so beautiful because it has, as you can see, it has this flower coming out of the fingers, right? Like the extension of that surrender. And if you guys have seen these, there's these pictures as well where it's like this hand and it's holding onto a rope. And the quote with it is usually something to the effect of, letting go is actually less painful than holding on, right? So this flower coming out of the fingertips is like the extension of growth that happens when you actually let go and allow the fear to be there as you're still letting go, right? So I think this is such a beautiful message for this week and leading up to the full moon. As you guys know, full moons are all about letting go, about celebrating. This is when the moon is at its largest. It's the biggest reflection of us, and we know the moon also represents the emotions or the subconscious. So this is when our subconscious fears are fully illuminated, right? So leading up to this full moon, we're going to see these fears coming to the surface of things maybe we never thought were possible for ourselves, things we never thought we could do, people getting to a new step in your relationship, maybe you're moving, maybe you're changing careers, whatever that looks like for you. Just knowing that stepping into that fear and stepping into that unknown, it's okay to be afraid. In fact, if you weren't afraid, then you're probably not going for something big enough. The challenge isn't big enough, you know? So just know that these fears are coming up not because you're not moving in the right direction, but they're coming up to be cleared out of your system so that you can continue expanding in your journey and you can continue growing bigger and bigger and bigger and be your best and fullest self in this lifetime. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it was helpful for you, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Just know that I'm here for any support that you might need. If you have questions, be sure to put them in the comments and I will answer the best that I can. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Big love, Serena.